Picture this. You've done the hard work. Months, maybe years, of sacrifice. You skipped the vacations, said no to the dinners out, drove the old car a little longer. And finally, you make that last payment on your credit card. You log in, you see the zero balance, and for one beautiful moment, the weight lifts off your chest. You did it. But then 2 months pass. And one afternoon at the grocery store you think, I'll just put this on the card. Just this once. It's only $80. Then the electric bill hits and you float it for a week. Then a friend's birthday comes up and you swipe. And before you realize what's happening, your card has a $600 balance again. Then $1,200. Then you're back where you started, or worse. What I just described has a name. It's called lifestyle normalization, and it is the most quietly devastating force in personal finance. It doesn't feel like a mistake when it's happening. It feels completely reasonable every single time. Today, we're going to destroy it with a two-part system called the Debt Firewall. Part 1 creates real physical and psychological friction so credit cards stop being your default for everyday expenses. Part 2 is payment stacking. It takes the money you were already spending on debt and automatically redirects it into wealth-building accounts the moment a debt is paid off. This isn't theory. This is mechanics. Let's get into it. Part 1: Understanding Lifestyle Normalization. Lifestyle normalization is the psychological process by which humans adjust their baseline expectations of normal to match their current circumstances. When money is tight, you adapt. But when financial pressure eases, your brain interprets that breathing room as permission to expand. Credit cards are perfectly designed to exploit this. When you're paying down debt, scarcity creates discipline. Every dollar has a destination. But the moment debt is cleared, your brain registers the freed-up cash not as an opportunity to build, but as a gap in your normal spending. It wants to fill that gap. It gets uncomfortable with the empty space. This is not a character flaw. It's evolutionary biology. Humans are wired to bring resources to equilibrium, not indefinitely accumulate surplus. Which means you don't need more willpower. You need a better system. The problem isn't you. The problem is the environment you're operating in. When a credit card sits in your wallet next to your debit card, the friction between "I want this" and "I just bought this" is basically zero. A tap, a swipe, a saved card number, and you've committed to a financial obligation you won't feel for 30 days. Credit card companies have spent billions engineering exactly this experience. So we're going to engineer something different. Part 2: The Firewall. 6 layers of friction. The Debt Firewall is not a budgeting app or a spreadsheet. It is a deliberate series of environmental changes that introduce friction between you and unconscious credit card spending. Layer 1: Physical removal. Take your credit cards out of your wallet right now. Put them somewhere that requires real effort to access: a drawer, a box in the closet, a filing cabinet. You want the physical card out of your daily carry. Most debt accumulation isn't the result of deliberate decisions. It's the result of proximity. Layer 2: Digital friction. Remove your credit card from every saved payment method on every app and website. Amazon, Uber, DoorDash, all of them. Your debit card becomes the default everywhere. When you do want to use a credit card, you have to retrieve it and manually enter the full number. That 30 seconds of friction is enough for your brain to ask, "Do I actually need to do this?" You'll be shocked how often the answer is no. Layer 3: The 24-hour rule. Any non-essential purchase over $50 requires a 24-hour waiting period. Write it down, come back tomorrow. Most impulse purchases evaporate overnight. If it still feels necessary the next day, buy it, but now it's a deliberate choice, not a reactive one. Layer 4: The credit card use case list. Write down the only situations in which you'll allow yourself to use a credit card: airline tickets, hotel reservations, car rentals, and nothing else. Post it somewhere visible. When something comes up that isn't on the list, the answer is automatically no. The decision is already made before the moment arrives. Layer 5 Same-Day Payoff Commitment. For any approved credit card transaction, pay the balance in full the same day it posts. Not at the end of the month, the same day. This changes everything psychologically. The card stops being a "buy now, figure it out later" tool and starts functioning exactly like a debit card with better fraud protection. Layer 6 Weekly Money Check-ins. Once a week, same day and time, spend 15 minutes reviewing your accounts. Put it in your calendar like an appointment. Looking regularly keeps you connected to your financial reality in a way monthly reviews never can. Problems stay small because you catch them early. These 6 layers together form your firewall. Each one helps individually. Together, they create a system that is genuinely difficult to breach without awareness. Part 3. Payment Stacking. Now for the part most debt advice completely misses, the piece that separates people who become permanently free from debt from those who just cycle through it every few years. Payment stacking is simple. The exact dollar amount you were paying toward a debt, once that debt is eliminated, gets immediately and automatically redirected into a wealth-building account before your lifestyle has a chance to absorb it. Here's how it works. Say you've been paying $300 a month toward a credit card for 2 years. That money leaves your account automatically on the 15th every month. Your lifestyle has already adjusted to not having it. You don't miss it because, in a real sense, it was never yours to spend. The day you make your final payment, most people experience what I call the windfall illusion. Suddenly there's $300 in the budget that wasn't there before. And the brain, lifestyle normalization in action, immediately starts looking for ways to fill it. A nicer grocery run here, a dinner out there, gone within weeks. Payment stacking stops this with one ironclad rule. The day a debt is eliminated, you set up a new automatic transfer for the exact same amount to a savings or investment account. Same date, same amount, only the destination changes. You don't feel the difference because you've already been living without that money. Your lifestyle doesn't expand because the money never enters your spending orbit. Here's what this looks like over time. Months 1 to 24, paying $300 toward credit card debt. Final payment made. Month 25, redirect that $300 automatically to a high-yield savings account. Months 25 to 36, also paying off a car loan at $400 per month. Final payment made. Month 37, $300 goes to savings, $400 goes to a Roth IRA. Total automated savings, $700 per month. Spending unchanged by a single dollar. Do this consistently and within 5 years you have built something real, a cushion, a portfolio, an actual financial foundation. The secret weapon is that you're not saving extra money. You're saving money your nervous system has already learned to live without. That is the most painless form of wealth building that exists. Let's bring it together. Lifestyle normalization is the invisible force that refills the debt bucket the moment you empty it. It's not a willpower problem, it's an environment problem and a systems problem. The debt firewall solves the environment problem with 6 layers of friction: physical removal, digital friction, the 24-hour rule, a use case list, same-day payoff, and weekly check-ins. Payment stacking solves the systems problem by capturing freed-up cash flow from paid-off debts and redirecting it automatically into accounts that build your future instead of someone else's profit margin. Neither strategy requires you to earn more money or be a different person. They just require you to design your environment so that the path of least resistance leads toward financial freedom instead of back into the debt cycle. You've worked too hard to end up back where you started. Build the firewall. Stack the payments. Don't give lifestyle normalization an inch. If this helped you, share it with someone who just paid off a debt and doesn't know what to do next, because that moment is the most important financial moment they'll face. And most people waste it. See you in the next one.